Welcome back. All right, so some news from around the hockey world for your Friday. Starting with Joel Farabee, who is going to be out week to week, upper body injury. Usually, when it's week to week, it's usually around a month. So, with Farabee out, Hayes back, it feels like as something gets better for Philly, something else gets taken away to make things worse. Farabee, of course, got off to a very good start, as he normally does. He was starting to heat up again. Now he's injured, so it's going to be on somebody else to step forward. Maybe Hayes in his return, maybe he becomes the guy who's scoring goals, but they need somebody to score goals for Philly, because that's been the biggest part of their problem, has been the goal scoring side of things. Speaking of teams that have had trouble putting the puck in the net, the Montreal Canadiens. Jeff Petrie not traveling with the team to Nashville for their game there. It is an upper body injury keeping him out. It sounds like that one's more day to day than Josh Anderson. Anderson got hurt last night. He's out 2 to 4 weeks. So it's more the same for Montreal. It just feels like it's a constant better luck next year situation. And interestingly too, Jeff Gorton has announced that Ducharme is going to stick around for the rest of the season. So if the new general manager is going to have an idea of maybe making a change at coach, it won't be until this upcoming off season. And with the run that the Canadiens had to the finals, I would think that should buy Ducharme a year as coach afterwards, right? But we'll see, because NHL coaches are highly replaceable, as NHL coaches find out pretty darn quickly in their careers. John Klingberg is expected to play Monday against Arizona. He hasn't been feeling well. Klingberg, of course, is the number one name, it seems, right now on trade rumors everywhere, and yet I don't see why Dallas would necessarily trade him, except he is due a new contract next summer, and if Dallas and Klingberg can't agree on a contract, it's possible that we see a move. But yeah, Dallas is playing pretty well, and I don't know that they necessarily would want to trade away Klingberg, because depth on the blue line can get tested quickly. Just ask Carolina, and I think they would have to think long and hard. I think it would only work if they were getting a defenseman back. So it is Carolina that's been calling about Klingberg. I would think Dallas would be looking for a young defenseman back, plus probably a draft pick or something along those lines. And then you have all the cap considerations too, because it's going to have to be a dollar in, dollar out in most trades in the NHL. So we'll see, but for now, Klingberg's still a star, and I don't think Dallas is going to be moving him soon. Peter Mrazek has been sent to the AHL by the Leafs on a conditioning stint. And this is a sign that he's close. This is a sign that he's going to be back pretty quick, so Wall's probably headed for the AHL. Hopefully for Mrazek this time, he stays in the lineup. Hopefully this time we don't see another injury take place after, but yeah, Mrazek does tend to get hurt on a regular basis. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is the last one for this season. I also wanted to mention too here, because it's made news, and I'm on the fence with this. So fan tosses a jersey on the ice at the Montreal game last night. You're behind if you're throwing a jersey on the ice in Montreal. They already fired everybody. You throw a jersey on the ice in protest. I don't know. I don't even understand it. I can't see myself. So, I'm wearing Montreal for this, right? If I wore this nice Centennial jersey, I don't care if they lose 12-0. I wouldn't throw this on the ice. And, I've gone to Canuck games where they stink up the place, and I've never thought, I'm going to take my jersey and fling it over the glass. It is such a weird thing to do, because the person that does that is either somebody who already has another Montreal jersey at home. I've sometimes wondered if maybe they might be throwing over a fake, they might be throwing over an old one, and then there's going to be those that likely just go buy another one, right? So, and with the prime greens just coming out, maybe the one that went over was an arrow ready. He's like, I really don't like this arrow ready. I hope they lose tonight. Yes, off you go. That was your prime green. Crap. So, yeah, tossing jerseys on the ice is a weird thing to do, especially when you're doing it in Montreal, where they've already said that this is basically a rebuild situation in all likelihood. They've already started the process. So the protest at the end of a game last night, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't get it. Interesting news today with the Chicago Blackhawks that's not alarming. The Chicago Blackhawks have been without Tyler Johnson for a while. He's been dealing with neck problems. Well, Tyler Johnson is now going to be out 3 months after having surgery. What surgery did he have, you ask? The same surgery Jack Eichel had. So he's had artificial disc replacement surgery. And so there you go. Buffalo fought tooth and nail with Eichel, and you can't. No NHL players ever had it before. And then Vegas goes, we'll let him have it. They trade for him. They let him have that surgery. And within weeks, Tyler Johnson's had the exact same surgery. So this is the start of something with players saying, no, this is probably a pretty good surgery for me to have. Might extend my career. I'm less likely to need another one, which is what happens with the fusion surgery. And there are definite reasons why a player would look at artificial disc replacement instead. They're thinking of their quality of life after they're done playing hockey. So, and again, it's still a relatively new way of doing things, but if players want it, they get it. There you go. Tyler Johnson's had that, and now he's out for 3 months, but when he comes back, he should be okay. It shouldn't be a problem for him, and there's a lot less pain after, is what I've read. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. We'll see who else has artificial disc replacement now that it's become a thing. Now that one team finally said, yeah, we'll let it happen. Now others are like, yeah, sure, we'll do that too. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.